Hello, hello. Welcome back to Talk Sarah, the place where we slow everything down, speak simply, and talk about things that really matter for your English and your life. I'm Sarah, and I am genuinely happy you're here today.
And I'm Alex. And today, I have to be honest, I was a little nervous about this episode because today's topic is something I personally struggled with for a long time. And I think a lot of you did too.
We are going to talk about how to speak English naturally, not perfectly, naturally. And those two things, my friends, are very, very different.
Very different. And before we get into it, we want to say something real to you because we got some messages this week. So many messages. And one of them stopped me completely.
Tell them, Alex.
Someone wrote to us and said, I have been studying English for 6 years. I know grammar, I know vocabulary, but the moment someone speaks to me in English, my mind goes completely blank. I freeze, and then I feel so embarrassed that I want to cry.
And when I read that, I felt it in my chest, because that is not a small problem. That is one of the most painful feelings a language learner can have. You worked so hard, you studied so much, and still, in the real moment, nothing comes out.
And I want to say to that person and to everyone who feels this way right now, you are not broken. You are not bad at English. What you are experiencing has a name and it has a solution. And that is exactly what today's episode is about.
So stay with us. This one is for you. Okay, let's start with the real question. Why does English sound unnatural when we speak, even after years of studying?
And I think the honest answer is this. Most of us learned English from books and grammar rules, not from conversations, not from real people talking in real situations.
Exactly. And grammar is important. We are not saying throw your grammar book away, but grammar gives you the bones of English. It does not give you the muscle, the warmth, the movement.
The way English actually lives and breathes in a real conversation, that is something different.
And here's something that most teachers do not tell you. When native speakers talk, they don't think about grammar. They don't say to themselves, okay, present perfect, subject, verb, object. They just talk.
They talk in chunks, in phrases, in feelings. How's it going is not three words analyzed one by one. It's one chunk, one social signal. You say it, you hear it, you respond, all automatically.
And that's the first reason your English might sound unnatural. You're building sentences word by word, like bricks in a wall. But natural speech is more like water. It flows together.
So the goal of today's episode is this. We want to show you what natural English actually looks like, sounds like, and feels like. And then we want to give you real tools to get there.
Starting with something that surprises a lot of people. Alex, tell them about the pause.
Okay, the pause. This is so important and nobody talks about it enough. When you're speaking English and you pause, when you stop for a second to think, what do you feel?
Panic, usually.
Panic, yes. You think, oh no, everyone is watching me. I look stupid. I don't know the word. This is terrible. And the panic makes everything worse.
But here's the truth. Natural English speakers pause all the time. All the time. They say, they say, you know, they say, I mean, and nobody thinks they're bad at English because pausing is normal. Pausing is human.
The difference is that they pause without panic. They just hold the moment calmly, find their word, and keep going.
And that calm in the pause, that's actually one of the most important skills in natural conversation. It's not about never pausing. It's about pausing without losing yourself.
So the next time you pause in English, breathe. Don't apologize. Don't say sorry, sorry. Just breathe and continue. Your pause is not a mistake. It's you thinking, and thinking is good.
All right, let's get into the real work now. Part 2. We're going to talk about 3 habits, 3 very common habits that are blocking your natural English right now. And the first one might surprise you.
Habit number 1, translating in your head.
Yes, this is the big one. So many learners do this. They think in their first language, they translate everything into English, and then they speak. And this makes everything slow, stiff, and unnatural.
Because when you translate, you're doing double work. Your brain is running two languages at the same time, and that's exhausting and slow. And when you finally speak, it sounds like a translated sentence because it is.
I want to give you a small example. Imagine someone asks you, "What did you do yesterday?" If you translate in your head, your process looks like this. Okay, yesterday what's the past tense? I went where? To the market. How do you say market? Okay.
And by the time you finish, the conversation has moved on, and you feel left behind.
But natural English works differently. It works in feelings and images. When someone asks, "What did you do yesterday?" a natural speaker doesn't analyze. They see yesterday in their mind and they describe it, simply, directly.
So, how do you break the translation habit? You start thinking in English. Small things first. When you see a coffee cup, you say in your mind, "Coffee cup, hot, brown. I need this." Not translating from your language, just thinking directly in English.
And you practice describing your day in English, out loud, alone in your room, while you cook or walk. Nobody's listening, nobody's grading you, just you and English becoming friends.
That's beautiful. Just you and English becoming friends.
I like that. Okay, habit number 2. Alex, this one's yours.
Habit number 2, trying to be perfect before you speak.
Oh, yes, this is so common. You have the idea in your mind, you know what you want to say, but you wait because you want to find the exact right word, the exact right sentence, the perfectly correct grammar. And while you're waiting, the moment passes.
And nobody said what you wanted to say better than you could have. You just never said it.
Perfection before speaking is the enemy of natural conversation, because natural conversation is not a writing exam. It's a living, moving, forgiving thing. People understand you even when you're not perfect. They hear your meaning. They follow your energy.
I once heard someone say something that changed how I thought about this. They said, "Done is better than perfect, but said is better than never said."
Said is better than never said. Somebody write that in the comments. Ha, yes, write that down. And this matters so much for learners. When you speak imperfectly and keep going, people see your courage. They respect it. They lean in. But when you stay silent, waiting for perfection, the connection never happens.
So practice saying things even when they're a little messy. Even when the grammar is not perfect, you'll fix it over time, but first, just speak.
Habit number 3. And this one is a quiet one, but it is very powerful.
Habit number 3. Only studying English, not using it.
Studying and using are two completely different things. Studying is reading a textbook. Using is having a conversation with a real person about something you actually care about.
And our brains learn languages through use, through emotion, through real situations where something is at stake, where you actually need to communicate. That pressure, that realness, it wires the language into your brain in a different way.
So if you are only studying English, listening to podcasts, taking notes, watching videos, you are building knowledge. But you also need to build practice. Real, messy, imperfect practice.
And the beautiful thing, you are already doing part of it by listening to us every day. Your brain is absorbing the rhythm of English, the sounds, the way sentences feel. You are training your ear, and that is so important.
But then you need to open your mouth too. Talk to yourself. Talk to a language partner. Record a voice message and send it. Write a comment in English. Make the move from passive to active.
From listening to speaking, that is the bridge. And crossing that bridge, even a little, even imperfectly, is one of the most powerful things you can do.
Okay, this is my favorite part. Part 3. Let's actually listen to the difference between unnatural English and natural English. Not with a big grammar lesson, just with feeling, just with examples.
Good. So I'm going to say something two ways, and you tell me which one sounds more natural.
Let's do it.
Version 1. I am very hungry and I would like to eat some food very soon.
Version 2. I'm starving. Can we eat soon?
Which one sounds more natural?
Version 2 every time. And the grammar in version 1 is perfect, correct. But it sounds like a robot reading a dictionary, while version 2 sounds like a human being who skipped lunch.
And the difference is not grammar. The difference is contractions, simpler words, and the real human feeling in the sentence.
I'm instead of I am. Starving instead of very hungry. Can we instead of I would like. These are small changes, but they make a huge difference in how natural you sound.
Let me do one more. Version 1. Would you be able to assist me in finding the location of the bathroom?
Version 2, sorry, where's the bathroom? Or just, excuse me, bathroom?
Even one word works. Even pointing works.
Natural English is often shorter than you think, simpler than you think. Learners sometimes believe that longer and more complex means better, but native speakers almost always choose shorter and clearer.
Simple is confident. Simple is fluent. A short, clear sentence beats a long, tangled one every single time.
And this connects to something important. Natural English also uses filler phrases, little connectors and expressions that give the conversation warmth and time to breathe.
Things like, well, actually, you know what I mean? That's a good point. Honestly, though, I was like, and then I thought.
These little phrases are everywhere in real English conversations. They are not mistakes. They are part of how the language flows naturally. When you use them, you sound less like a textbook and more like a person.
And here's the good news. These phrases are not hard to learn. You can pick up 5 of them today and start using them. And every time you use one naturally, your English moves one step closer to fluent.
One step closer. That's all we need. One step at a time.
Okay, we're in part 4 now, the practical part. Because knowing is great, but doing is everything. So we want to give you 3 specific things you can start today.
Not next week, today. Ready?
Number 1, the mirror habit. Every day for just 2 minutes, stand in front of a mirror and talk in English. Not reading, talking about anything. What you did today, what you're feeling, what you're going to eat for dinner.
The mirror is important because you can see your face, your expressions, your mouth, and you get used to watching yourself speak English, which helps remove some of the fear of speaking when other people are watching.
It sounds a little silly, but I promise you, 2 minutes in front of a mirror talking in English every day. After 30 days, your speaking will feel completely different.
The confidence shift is real because you're building a relationship with your own voice in English.
Number 2, steal phrases. When you hear a phrase you like, in a podcast, in a movie, in a conversation, steal it, write it down, say it out loud 3 times, and then use it the same day in a sentence.
Not memorize, steal, because memorizing feels like work. Stealing feels like something you chose, something you actually want. And your brain holds on to things you chose much better than things you were told to learn.
For example, today you heard us say, said is better than never said. Steal it, use it, make it yours.
Number 3, react in English. When something happens in your day, something funny, something frustrating, something surprising, react to it in English, out loud or in your head.
Your coffee is too hot? Ouch, that's burning hot. Your friend is late. Seriously, again? You see a beautiful sunset? Wow, look at that.
These little reactions are real language. They're English connecting to real life. And every time you react in English, you're training your brain to use the language automatically.
Without thinking, without translating, without preparing, just English coming out naturally.
And that is the dream, right? That's the whole goal. English that comes out naturally, not because you studied harder than everyone else, but because you practiced smarter, more honestly, more consistently. And now, one of our favorite parts of every episode, the word moment. Today, we've got 8 powerful words and phrases that can instantly make your English sound more natural.
I love this part because these are the words you actually use in real life.
Word number 1, fluent. If someone is fluent, they speak easily and naturally. Example, she isn't perfect, but she speaks fluently enough to have a real conversation. Say it with me. Fluent.
Oh, nice word. Fluent. And honestly, that's the dream, right? Speaking without overthinking.
Exactly. Now you, say it once. That's where we're heading. Word number 2, chunk. A chunk is a group of words that go together naturally, like, how are you doing? Or, nice to meet you. Say it with us. Chunk.
Oh, chunk. These are like shortcuts for your brain.
Yes, your turn. This one can completely change how you learn. Word number 3, hesitate. To hesitate means to pause because you're unsure. Example, he hesitated before answering. Repeat after me. Hesitate.
Okay, hesitate. I still do this sometimes when I'm tired.
Same here. Your turn. And remember, it's totally normal. Word number 4, automatic. If something is automatic, it happens without thinking. Example, speaking became automatic for her. Say it with me. Automatic.
Oh, nice. Automatic. That's when you know you're improving.
Exactly. Try it once more. Smooth. That's the goal. Word number 5, filler. Words like well, you know, they give you time to think. Say it with us. Filler.
Filler. And these actually make you sound more natural, not less.
Right. Your turn. Don't be afraid to use them. Word number 6, rhythm. The natural flow of English. Fast and slow, up and down. Example, you start to feel the rhythm. Say it with me. Rhythm.
Oh, rhythm. English really does sound like music sometimes.
It does. Go on, try it. Feel it, don't just say it. Word number 7, confident. Confident means feeling sure of yourself. Example, she was confident and people listened. Say it with us. Confident.
Oh, confident. And this changes how people see you instantly.
Yes, your turn. Say it with energy. This one matters. And word number 8, my favorite today, courageous. It means being brave, even when it feels uncomfortable. Example, speaking English even when you're nervous is courageous. Say it with me. Courageous.
Oh, courageous. And if you're speaking right now, that's you.
Exactly. Now you. Say it proudly. How did that feel?
Seriously, even if your voice shakes a little, you're doing something brave.
And that's how confidence grows.
One word at a time.
One step at a time. Okay, before we go, let's bring everything together, because today we talked a lot and we want it to stay with you.
We talked about why English can sound unnatural, and the answer is not your intelligence. It is not your talent. It is the way most of us were taught. We were taught grammar, not flow.
We talked about the 3 habits that block natural speaking: translating in your head, waiting for perfection before you speak, and only studying instead of also using.
We talked about what natural English really sounds like. Shorter, simpler, warmer, full of contractions and real human feeling.
And we gave you 3 practical things to do today: the mirror habit, steal phrases, and react in English.
Small things, simple things, but consistent things. And consistency is everything.
You know, I want to say one last thing before we close, because I think it is the most important thing we said today, even though we only said it once.
Say it again.
Natural English is not about being perfect, it's about being present. When you are present in a conversation, when you're listening, responding, feeling, the English comes. It may not be flawless, but it comes, and it connects.
And connection is the whole point. English is not a test. English is a bridge between you and another human being. And bridges don't have to be beautiful to work. They just have to hold.
They just have to hold. I love that.
And you are already holding. You came here today. You listened. You stayed. That is not small. That is steady. That is courageous.
Now, here's our question for the comments today. We want you to answer honestly.
What is the one thing that stops you the most when you try to speak English naturally? Is it fear? Is it vocabulary? Is it the grammar in your head? Is it something else?
Tell us in the comments, because your answer might be the most helpful thing someone reads today.
And if this episode helped you, if it gave you one idea, one phrase, one small moment of, yes, that's me, please share it with one person, just one.
Someone who's working on their English, someone who needs a little encouragement today.
Because we're all on this journey together, and nobody should walk it alone.
Take care of your English.
Take care of your heart. This is Alex.
And this is Sarah.
And you have been listening to Talks Sarah.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
Keep going. Bye for now.
Bye.